You are watching Jesup High School Athletics on the Jayhawks Sports Network from Heartland Technology. We welcome you to the Hawks Nest above the South Gym at Jesup Community School in Jesup, Iowa. Tonight on the Jayhawks Sports Network, varsity girls and boys basketball doubleheader with Jesup hosting the Pirates from Hudson. Good evening, this is Luke Baldwin, and my partner in crime, Nate Clayberg, is currently en route from Denver and will join us later in our broadcast. We also want to thank our on-site producer, Anthony Baugh, and camera operator, Eric Clark, for the work they do behind the scenes every game. We'll be bringing you two games tonight. First, our 3-0 Lady Jayhawks will defend their early undefeated season against the also undefeated 4-0 Pirates from Hudson. Game number 2, of course, will feature the boys matchup where Jesup, currently sitting at 1-1, will also take on the Pirates from Hudson, looking for their first victory of the season. In our first matchup of the night, the Hudson Pirates, led by head coach Jeff Curley, come in tonight's game sitting atop the leaderboard with a 4-0 record on the season with conference victories over Wapsie Valley and Applington Parkersburg, as well as non-conference wins over Janesville and most recently Walk-On. The Pirates' 44-35 win over the Pirates' 44-35 win over Walk-On came during the annual Upper Iowa Classic, in which Jesup also saw action. Leading Hudson in scoring so far this year are senior Abby Gaudian and junior Ashlyn Kuhn, each scoring just under 10 points per game. Seniors Maddie McKenna and Morgan Galbraith, along with sophomore Madison Michael, account for the bulk of the Pirates' remaining points. McKenna and Kuhn have tallied 22 and 18 rebounds respectively, while Galbraith and junior Jessica Carolyn have 15 apiece on the season. Gaudian also leads the team in steals with 10, while Kuhn continues to be a force down low with 9 block shots to her name. Your hometown Jayhawks, led by first-year head coach Jordan Conrad, are looking to extend their winning streak of 3-0 by 1 tonight and take over the conference leaderboard. The Jayhawks have enjoyed victories over conference rivals Sumner Fred and Wapsie Valley, while also taking down the New Hampton Chickasaws 55-46 this past weekend at Upper Iowa. All 3 of their victories have come by 8 points or more, with the win over Wapsie Valley coming by 30 points. Coach Conrad's team enjoys consistent scoring by 2 of their senior leaders in Brittany Lingenfelter and Peyton McCone at 25 and 22 points per game respectively, while sophomore guard Amanda Treptow is second among all Jayhawks at 24 per game. Treptow has seen solid minutes at point guard in the early going, as senior Brianna Lingenfelter has nursed a knee injury back to health. Sophomore Natalie O'Connor and freshman Lainey Pilcher have both been reliable off the bench, contributing 12 and 19 points per game respectively. McCone continues to get the best of the competition on the boards, having grabbed 18 rebounds thus far, while Treptow is a defensive nightmare with 8 steals. Treptow has also dished out 9 assists on the season. Needless to say, we should have a great game of basketball in store for you tonight, as the undefeated Hudson Pirates and the undefeated Jesup Jayhawks attempt to best each other for the top of the pack. Again, this is the Jayhawks Sports Network from Heartland Technology. If you haven't already done so, we invite you to join us on Facebook at facebook.com/JayhawksSN or on Twitter at JayhawksSN.
A special welcome is extended to our guests from Hudson High School.
All right, we are just a few minutes out from getting this game underway as we listen to Dan Fox over the PA announce starters for tonight's game. So we will break away here and let Dan do his thing.
Please welcome tonight's game officials, Greg Henn, Tom Eckenrod, and Colin Friesman. Now, the starting lineup for the Hudson Pirates. A senior, number 5, Maddie McKenna. A sophomore, number 14, Madison Michael. A junior, number 23, Jessica Carolyn. A junior, number 24, Sarah Hansen. A junior, number 44, Ashlyn Kuhn. The Pirates are coached by Jeff Curley and assisted by Emily Neff. And now for our Jayhawks, a senior, number 5, Peyton McCone. A sophomore, number 11, Amanda Torrento. A senior, number 21, Allison Flaherty. A senior, number 24, Britt Leyenfelder. A senior, number 30, Bree Leyenfelder. The Jayhawks are coached by Jordan Conrad and assisted by Jason Pilcher. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as we honor our nation and flag while paying respect to our men and women in uniform around the world who protect our liberties and way of life with the playing of our national anthem.
And there you heard our national anthem as played by the Jesup Symphony Orchestra. And as we get set to tip off here, we're going to roll through these starters once again just in case you missed them. For the Hudson Pirates, we're going to start with Maddie McKenna, Madison Michael, Jessica Carolyn, Sarah Hansen, and Ashley Kuhn. For your hometown heroes, Peyton McCone, Amanda Treptow, Allison Flaherty, Britt Lingenfelter, and Bree Lingenfelter. So here we go with McCone and Kuhn jumping up in the middle, and that's going to head out the far side with Hudson taking over. As I said in the pregame, folks, I am a one-man show for the first few minutes of this game. Hopefully it won't be too long before my partner Nate Clayberg joins us up here. He's a much better play-by-play man than I am, but I'll do the best I can in the meantime. Hudson with the early air ball, back the other way, moving around the perimeter, looking for the open shot. No doubt looking to get inside to Allison Flaherty. Good to see Bree Lingenfelter back out on the court. We saw her a bit last game, but she was nursing a knee injury early on. So I don't know if we're still going to see limited minutes from her, but she is in the starting lineup tonight. Jesup with the early 2-0 lead. Madison Michael looks to drive, dishes to Jessica Carolyn for the easy layup. Amanda Treptow pushing the ball back the other way. Off to Britt Lingenfelter, back to Amanda, nearly turns it over. Peyton McCone does recover in the middle, draws a foul. That foul's going to go against Maddie McKenna for the Pirates, and that will, of course, be her first. That's not correct. That foul was against Peyton McCone of Jesup. Hudson ball. Hudson also in a 5-out pass and cut type offense. Long shot from Madison Michael, no good, but it is rebounded by the Pirates for some cleanup points. Nice drive by Amanda Treptow. They do get a piece of it, but Peyton McCone's there to clean things up. We are tied at 4 as Jesup goes into a full court man-to-man press. Sagging off now. Michael and Hanson passing the ball back and forth, going from top to corner. McKenna with the drive and makes the shot, even being contested by McCone. Quickly back down the other way. Amanda Treptow with the drive, too far underneath the hoop, can't get it. Flaharty with the rebound, out to Bree Lingenfelter for 3 points, 7-6 Jesup. Bree Lingenfelter, nice D up top, gets the steal, going back the other way, passes off to Amanda Treptow. Nice step through, no go on the layup, doesn't draw the foul. Looked pretty clean. Morgan Galbraith and Abby Gaudian into the game for the Pirates. Jesup still in that loose man-to-man press. Just something to keep them from blasting it down the court too quickly. Gaudian tries to make the pass inside, way over Maddie McKenna's head, so they will turn it over to the Jayhawks. Leah Borgerding in the game for Flaharty as Bree Lingenfelter brings the ball up the court. Moves to the left side, pushes the offense around. Amanda Treptow up top, back down to Bree. Hudson Pirates in a box and one, focusing on Britt Lingenfelter. Not surprising, Britt obviously the sharpshooter for the Jayhawks. Sarah Hanson playing the defense on Britt, not giving her much room to maneuver out there. You can see her down in the corner of your screen. Timeout. Jordan Conrad wants to talk things over with a quick 30 seconds. So as I said briefly, the Hudson Pirates are in a box and one, focusing on Britt Lingenfelter, which no doubt has caused some early challenges for Jordan Conrad and his team. That's obviously somebody they want to get the ball in the hands of, as she is shooting at about a 31% pace from three-point range. So a good way to bring them out of that zone is get some of your other players involved in that outside game, knock down a few outside shots, and pretty soon they'll have to guard the whole team man-to-man. – 7-6 with 4 minutes left in this first period. Jayhawks move the ball around the court. Amanda Treptow with the shot and make. Nice little jump shot from the free throw line. Jessica Carlin out of control as she looks to drive the lane, turns the ball over. Got a couple new faces on the floor here. It looks like we brought in Alexis Larson and Lainey Pilcher. Alexis, a sophomore, got some playing time last year. Lainey, just a freshman this year, one of our really good freshman athletes on the team. She's going to work inside. Lainey's one of those kids, you can put her just about anywhere on the court and she's going to do just fine for you. aggressive and tough. Nice drive by Treptow. Didn't get it, but Larson there for the rebound. And she'll go to the line to shoot two. That foul's going to go against Abby Gauden. I stand corrected. That is Ashley Kuhn, and that's Ashley's second foul in the night. So that's on the verge of foul trouble with three and a half to go in the first period for Ashley. Larson making the first of the 1 and 2, or 2 and 2. And she will not make the second. Jesup drops man-to-man pressure. Hudson working hard to get it inside to Kuhn. Michael forcing one into Kuhn, doesn't get there. Tries to get to her again, it does, and she makes one and one. Jessica Carlin into the game for Sarah Hansen as Kuhn looks to make it a three-point play at the free throw line, and she will do just that. Pilcher into Treptow, who quickly crosses the half-court line. Jayhawks in a four-out, one-in set, and Pilcher's going to get called for the moving screen. I think she recognized right away what she did there, and wish she hadn't done that. Treptow with another steal. Borgerting back to Treptow. Treptow with the long three, nothing but net. Cash it in. Jesup, full court man. Treptow is just a beast out there on defense. Tie up underneath, jump ball, that's going to go Jesup's way. Flaharty, Bree Lingenfelter back into the game for the Jayhawks. Hansen, McKenna back for the Pirates. Lingenfelter brings the ball up the court. She's going to look for the drive, dish off to Lingenfelter. Borgerding. Larson with the nice drive, loses control, picked up by Lingenfelter, knocked out of bounds in the corner by the Pirates, so that will stick with Jesup. Nice crowd in the house for the girls' game tonight. A little stronger on the home side than the visitor side. Shot by Borgerding, in and out. Nice jump shot, just couldn't get it to fall. Hudson Pirates back quickly. Feeding the beast inside. That's what they'll try to do all night. As McKenna dumps inside to Kuhn. Allison Flaharty sends Kuhn to the free throw line where she will miss the first. Amanda Treptow back into the game for Brittany Lingenfelter. Kuhn misses both. Rebound Flaharty and a body call. That foul is going to go. That's going to go against Carlin, her second of the night. Her first of the night, I apologize. And actually Kuhn's only got one foul. I'm looking at the wrong I'm looking at the wrong column on the scoreboard. I looked up and saw Kuhn had 5 fouls, and I thought that can't be right. Nice crossover. Nice crossover at midcourt by Carlin. Rebound, Allison Flaharty going back the other way quickly with Amanda Treptow. Looking for the dish off to Lingenfelter, no good. Rebound, Hudson. Carlin pushing the ball. Working around side again, looking for that lob inside. They get it. Allison Flaharty with the good defense straight up. Unfortunately, Kuhn was there to clean up and make the easy basket. Lingenfelter with the drive, no good. Will draw the foul. That one is going to go against Kuhn, and that will be her second of the night. Coach Curley is likely going to sub her out. Morgan Galbraith set to check into the game after Bree Lingenfelter's first foul shot. Natalie O'Connor also checks into the game. She'll replace Alexis Larson. Natalie O'Connor, one of just 2 sophomores for the Jayhawks. Lingenfelter with both. Jesup back into that full court press, trying to slow the movement of the ball down the court, slow the pace, at least on that side of the court. Ball got away from Sarah Hansen there, launched one across the court, unfortunately straight over the head of the intended recipient. So now the ball's back into Bree Lingenfelter's hands, and she will work the final 10 seconds of this first period off as she gives the ball to Treptow. Long shot by Borgending, no good. Still up and around, got to get the ball off. Didn't recognize it. So that's going to bring us to the close of period 1 here in Jesup. Jesup against the Pirates of Hudson, and the Jayhawks lead 15-11. All in all, a good first half of basketball. Hudson Pirates did a nice job of playing their game plan, getting the ball down low to Ashlyn Kuhn. Ashlyn currently sitting with, I believe, 5 or 7 points on the night. I'm not exactly sure which one, but she's accounted for at least half of Hudson's points so far. On the opposite end of the court, Jesup doing a nice job of working the ball around, distributing it evenly. We've got a couple of big shots from Bree Lingenfelter, some nice drives by Amanda Treptow, and then McCone, Flaharty, and others doing nice work on the board. Jesup continues to stay in that full court man-to-man press, just trying to slow Hudson's offense down a little bit. And we will get ready to start the second period. Ball goes to Hudson. Tough defense by Jesup. They got to be careful they don't get too aggressive here and get some ticky-tack fouls. Long shot, no good. Rebound, Hudson. Galbraith with the rebound and put back there. Couldn't get the ball to go in the hole, but she did draw the foul. That'll put her at the line. Britt Lingenfelter with her first foul of the night. Nobody in foul trouble to speak of, with the exception of potentially Ashlyn Kuhn, who does have 2 fouls. And with the second quarter just starting, you could say that is borderline foul trouble. Amanda Treptow with the steal. She's going to take it all the way, and they're going to call her for the carry. I thought it was a nice hesitate and go from up here, but I'm a long ways away from that play, so I'll defer to the ref on that. Alexis Larson into the game for the Jayhawks. She's going to relieve Britt Lingenfelter. And the Hudson Pirates will take the ball out underneath of the far end of the court. Jesup looking for the trap. Unable to get it with Sarah Hansen moving right down the court there. Jesup can hopefully take advantage of some time here without Kuhn on the floor. Just Carlin baseline drive, no good, but again, Jesup there to provide him a trip to the foul line. That one going against Amanda Treptow. Amanda's first foul. No good. That first one not drawing iron at all. Kuhn and Gaudian back into the game. And as I always do, I apologize to any Hudson fans out there tonight who are wondering why I cannot pronounce your daughter's or your friends or your acquaintance's name. Nate and I both, that's one thing we struggle with up here, among many things. But if I'm calling it by the wrong name, I apologize. We do the best we can. Certainly no disrespect meant. Larson with nice defense. Ball bounces around. Finally brought down the court by McCone. Jayhawks looking for any opening to drive, which is tough to do with that zone defense. Hudson still in that box and one, now keying on Amanda Treptow with Britt Lingenfelter on the bench. Jesup turns the ball over. We're going to have a couple of substitutions for Jesup. Allison Flaharty, Bree Lingenfelter, and for Alexis Larson and Natalie O'Connor. Close game in the early going here in Jesup, as we figured it would be. Two undefeated teams. The Pirates at 4-0, Jayhawks at 3-0. Ball goes out of bounds. Bree Lingenfelter back at point. She'll look to work the ball around, potentially get something inside. We're not a real big team, so we've got to look for those opportunities to gash the lane a little bit, maybe get some dump off to a cutter, maybe get a nice jump shot. There's the cutter right there. No good. Rebound to Hudson, but that's what we're looking for. Nice drive by Lingen. Actually, I think that drive was by Treptow, but nice dump to Lingenfelter. Just couldn't get the roll. Cross-court pass. Shot no good. Got a foul from behind. That foul is going to be on number 5, Maddie McKenna. McKenna's first foul. Natalie Treptow back in the game for Bree Lingenfelter. Got a full timeout. Coach Curley of the Hudson Pirates calling the full timeout, wants to talk things over with his girls. Score still 15-12. Again, it's a tight one here in the early going at Jesup. Couple of teams looking to rise atop that leaderboard on the girls' side of things. It's a fairly close race in the conference so far. Obviously, that doesn't mean a whole heck of a lot, as we've only just begun the season, but currently we've got Hudson 4-0, Jesup 3-0, Applington Parkersburg 2-1, along with Dyke, Wapsie. Wapsie is 2-2, Sumner Fred 2-3, which is surprising. I actually expected Sumner Fred to fight for the top this season. And as I said, it's still early and they still may. Columbus Catholic at 1-2, Denver 1-4, and Union still looking for that first win of the season. 5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Still waiting on my partner, Nate Clayberg. He was driving, nice dump inside from Amanda Treptow to Peyton McCone. Easy bucket for Jayhawks. Like to see some more of that. So anyway, Nate Clayberg driving the big yellow school bus home from Denver tonight. I'm not sure who he was hauling this time around. I suspect maybe some wrestlers or even some junior high or middle school ballers. No, it wouldn't be that because they play Thursday night, so maybe some wrestlers. Anyway, I suspect we'll see him before too long. He texted me shortly before the game began and said they were en route. Hudson working around the perimeter, still looking for that inside. Nice little drive by Jessica Carlin. A little too tight on the defense for Natalie O'Connor there. Natalie's going to pick up her second foul. I stand corrected. Thank you, Eric Clark, our trusty cameraman. That was Peyton McCone with foul number 2, so she'll exit the game in favor of Leah Borgading. Nobody ever accused Peyton McCone of not playing aggressively, and sometimes that gets her in a little bit of trouble. Wasn't a terrible foul though that she just gave. I've been nursing a cold up here for about a week, so if I cough in your ear tonight or you hear some funny noises, I apologize. That's just me trying to recover. Tried to get Anthony Baugh on the headset with me tonight, but he was having no part of that. I suspect he just didn't want to make me look bad, which doesn't take much. Jesup inbound, so Leah Borgading. She'll make a cross-court pass over to Amanda Treptow. Long shot, no good. Whoa, rebound. Lexus Larson way too strong on the putback. Amanda with the drive. Gets it and one. Amanda Treptow with the nice drive. She's kind of picking up right where her sister left off, and arguably, and I hesitate saying this because Amanda's sister, Emily, was an outstanding basketball player and all-around athlete for Jesup, and I would never take anything from her. But Amanda is definitely a different player. She's fun to watch, especially when she's got the ball in her hand. She does see the floor differently than a lot of the girls do. She has great vision and is going to pick some things up, make some passes that probably nobody else in the gym sees but her. And sometimes even the recipient doesn't know it's coming, which can be good or bad. Hudson with the turnover. Back in Amanda Treptow's hands. She'll pass down to Bree Lingenfelter. Back up to Borgading. Bree Lingenfelter with the drive inside. Nothing there. Back out to Borgading, who will travel with the ball. Tried to make a nice move. Take it to the rack. Unfortunately, her feet got moving a little quicker than the ball. Jesup still in that full court defense. I don't think their intention is really to make any steals off of it. Again, just to slow the pace, allow us to get in our half-court defense before the Pirates. Jesup on the move. Had to pull it back out. Bree Lingenfelter will set things up for the Jayhawks. Over to Treptow. Now that's going to be a foul. That's going to go against Sarah Hansen. I believe that's number 2 on Sarah. .239 here to go in the second period. Bree will go to the line. Sarah Hansen's first foul. I should just not make guesses about anything and wait until I can see it in the bright lights. Bree Lingenfelter knocks down the first of the 2-shot foul. The 1-1, that is. And she will make the second as well, nothing but net. That's going to push the Jayhawk lead to 7 points. We'll see if they can keep or extend that lead as we move toward the halftime. Jesup, man-to-man defense as they've been in the entire game. Really working hard to defend that inside, especially with Kuhn down there, who is currently out of the game. Abby Gaudian checks into the game. She'll replace Sarah Hansen. Amanda Treptow brings the ball up the court. Really widening things out here. Nice drive by Lingenfelter, no good, a little long on that jumper. Larson tries to get the steal. Strong drive by Maddie and Michael. Addison Michael. Larson with the open look, doesn't take it. Bree Lingenfelter pushes the offense. And it'll go back up to Treptow, who sets things up, looking for the drive out to Larson. Looks, nothing. Ooh. Pass down to Treptow before she had stepped out of bounds. Excuse me, she had stepped out of bounds and hadn't gotten herself back in quite yet. Travel. Abby Gaudian with the travel. I have a feeling I'm not pronouncing that name right. Gaudian. Nice cut by Treptow. Can't get the roll, but beautiful cut. Works hard, gets the steal. Back up, no good. Man, Treptow's like the Energizer Bunny out there. Deep shot, nothing but net for Madison Michael. 35 seconds to go. Jesup looking to extend that lead back out before the half here. Into Borgerding, nice pass inside. Nice pass inside to Flaharty. Flaharty looked to make a move, but kind of got caught up in her own head. Still trying to gain that confidence. She needs to just go right up with that ball. Jesup, nice man-to-man defense. Good D by Flaharty. Hudson still able to get that ball around and in. 10 seconds to go in the first half here in Jesup. Lingenfelter to Borgerding. Borgerding with the long shot. Can't make it. No rebound. So we will go into halftime as Hudson goes on a small run there to close the half. Brings it to 18-21 with Jesup in the lead. Nice effort by both teams. We said early on this was likely going to be a close game. Two undefeated teams, both wanting to keep it that way. So both working hard on both the defensive and offensive side of the board. Hudson having a lot of success underneath. Both Kuhn and Michael getting points down there, either on the drive or there were several lobs over the top down to Kuhn, which were also very successful. And we just didn't do a great job of guarding down there. When we did, we got a little close and usually sent them to the line for a foul shot. Jesup doing a nice job on offensively. Nice job of driving, hitting those gaps, looking for the cutters, and dumping off to them, which is how we've gotten the majority of our points, along with a a couple of long-range shots as well. So I do see my my better half here, Nate Clayberg, climbing the stairs right now. So we'll have him as we open up the second half. But I'm going to go ahead and put the headset down, let my voice rest a little bit before we move along to the remainder of the game, and you will hear from both of us after the break.
This is the Jayhawk Sports Network from Heartland Technology. Nate Clayberg up in the Hawks Nest tonight.
Thank goodness.
It was entertaining, watching on the way in or listening on the way in.
I'm sure it was.
I did say you were more entertaining when you have a sidekick.
Well, I was texting with Brian Van Brocklin at halftime. Brian must be sitting in the comfort of his own home right now. And anyway, I said, I just like to come up here and talk stupid and make fun of stuff and let you do all the important talking. It's much easier that way, and I think it's much more entertaining for most people.
Well, as I come halfway through here, Jayhawks up 21-18, and I was looking back through the stats, and Hudson has not beat the Jayhawks, I think, since 2016. So
it's been a while.
It's been a while that Hudson has not got the Jayhawks numbers, and they're within reach now. And they're 4-0, Jesup 3-0. It'll be interesting to see how this conference season plays out as Jesup works around that perimeter. Treptow, right side three, right through the net, catches the metal a little bit, brings it down, 24-18.
Nice way to start things off for the Jayhawks as we enter this third period.
Give her 10 points tonight. Ball goes out of bounds. Go back towards Jesup.
Yeah, I got to believe, Nate. So what we saw in the first half, well, first of all, Hudson did a nice job of pressuring the Jayhawks. They weren't really able to run what they like to run, but I'm pretty sure Coach Conrad probably got on them a little bit at half because they were definitely not as energetic and as fast-paced as what we've kind of become accustomed to seeing out of the Jayhawks this year.
Nice give and go. Up on the right side, give credit to Allison Flaharty, one of the 5 seniors on this squad. 5 seniors, 3 sophomores, 3 freshmen, no juniors on the squad this season. Left side.
Yeah, that's a tough one to figure out there, Nate. I'm not going to try to dig into that one. I know there's a few moving pieces there, but sometimes when you have a change, you go through some of that weirdness, and I'd like to think that maybe some of the girls that didn't go out this year are going to look back at some point and be like, wow, I wish I would have been a part of that, because those girls look like they're having a lot of fun out there. But that's for each to make their own decision. And
yeah, there's we've talked about this in previous seasons. Girls basketball has seen a little bit of a decline across the state. You get some pockets like in North Lynn that still has quite a roster.
Yeah.
Their volleyball team is down, but it seems to play one way or the other when you look at some of these squads.
Yeah, for sure. And we're not alone, like you said. I mean, you go down the road, I think Independence, I heard they've got 7 or 8 girls out in their entire high school. Wapsie Valley, they're struggling. I don't know what their count is, but they're real low this year. So, if you look down into our younger classes, we've got some good numbers coming up, and hopefully those are sustainable. And I do think, we get Coach Conrad able to, kind of make his mark here and let girls see what he's all about and see the fast-paced brand of basketball he wants to play and how it really can be kind of fun, or a lot of fun, if you play it right. I think those numbers will continue to increase.
6 points now for Peyton McCone. Gets that left side block, banked off the board and in. Hudson with the ball with 5.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Foul underneath, and I believe that's against Treptow.
That'll be Treptow's second foul of the night. Nobody on the Jesup squad with more than 2, I don't believe, which could probably be, we could say the same for the Hudson Pirates.
McKenna with a shot and the travel. Turn that back over to Jesup. McCone will inbound. Hudson Pirates will pull back.
Borgerting into the game for Flaharty.
Timeout. Going to take a full timeout as Coach Conrad will bring him to the sideline. And, talk again about this staff, brand new staff on the girls' end of things. Some familiar faces. Conrad, no stranger to Jesup basketball. Coached middle school for a number of years. And you got Jason Pilcher down there as well. Again, not a stranger for us, but on the girls' side, on the high school end, a little change for him from being in middle school last few years.
Yeah, for sure. Both these guys were your 7th and 8th grade coaches last year. Jason with the middle school program for a couple years now, and Conrad actually was previously with Jesup, went off, did a little coaching stint, I believe co-college. Don't correct me on that.
Yeah, I think you're online there.
But came back last year, like I said, worked in our middle school grades, and then, when the position opened up this year, man, we had just a ton of applicants for that job. But, I think the goal was to get somebody in there that was, fresh, could potentially be with the program for the long haul, checked all the boxes that you look for in a leader and developer of young people, and I'm really excited about him. I think going to be some good things to come, and we're already seeing a nice team that he's got on the court this year.
McCone turnaround jumper, no good off the backboard. Hudson will get it, and then Jason Pilcher up until about a week ahead of practice starting. Athletic director kind of talked him into coming up to JV, and with his daughter in that squad too, he followed through, went away from middle school.
Well, and he, I think maybe even help out with the boys program as well. He does have a son on the boys program, a junior this year, or at least that was the initial thought. Maybe that hasn't been the case now that he's been more involved here.
Kuhn, the junior, will drop that one, draw the foul. 7 points, and actually 9 points for her tonight.
Kuhn's really kind of had her way in that first half. We've struggled to defend her. Even when we do get in her face, she still manages to at least get a free throw or two. And
Treptow.
Nice
He's
movement.
been leading assists this year, and then Leah Borgerding with a missed shot. That one goes up, no good for Abby Gaudian. And Borgerding inside the orange.
Nice job by Borgerding.
There's a whistle.
Great job taking that ball to the rack. She knew where she wanted to go. Didn't lose composure.
Lady Pilcher comes in. The freshman will send it for the senior, Peyton McCone. And Lingenfelter lob it up in high. Bree on the inbound. So bring that top of the key. Look to hand it off to her sister. Ooh, and gets caught up a little bit on that jump as that block was right in there.
Yeah, she didn't see that coming and didn't have much choice. It was either get blocked or hope you get away with a little travel, but no go.
4 minutes, 9 seconds, third period here in Jesup. Hudson, second home game for the Jayhawks. Got the win last week against Wapsie Valley.
Picked up
pickup.
Picked up the out of bounds on the near side here. Treptow to Alexis Larson, couldn't handle it. I was going to say, Nate, they picked up that win over the weekend at Upper Iowa against the Chickasaws.
Yeah, nice win over New Hampton up at that was played up at Wartburg. That was
Upper
an early
Iowa.
game.
Upper Iowa. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you get done on a Friday night, and then you got to turn around early the next morning, get that bus up to Fayette.
I was kind of hoping to go to that game. Coach Pilcher and I went to it last year, but we played the late game last year, and this year they played, it was like 11 o'clock. So
Gaudian makes that layup, draws the foul. She'll go to the free throw line. That's the third personal foul for Lainey Pilcher.
O'Connor checks in the game for Larson.
And the first basket for Abby Gaudian.
McKenna set to check back into the game. Next dead ball for the Hudson Pirates. as Lingenfelter passes off to Treptow for the long three ball, nothing but net. That was a timely three. I felt like we had lost a little bit of momentum. So,
yeah, there was a stretch there.
Connor gets her hands in the ball, unable to secure it, but does slow the Pirates down a bit.
.322 to go. Hudson the inbound. 1-on-1 press from the Jayhawks. And the Pirate get around her. Morgan Galbraith.
Nice block by Pilcher.
Ball's going to get loose. Hudson's going to pick it up again, though. Jessica Carolyn. Kick at the right side. Bounces around. No good from Kuhn. And Treptow. He's on her horse. Little mishandle there.
Yeah, nice.
With Natalie O'Connor.
Right idea by O'Connor, just off the mark a little bit. But I was going to say that's one of the things that Pilcher brings you down low on that last possession. She got 2 rebounds down there, great box outs, and turned what could have been 2 points for the Pirates into the ball for us.
Overhead out of bounds, forcing that pass.
Abby Gaudian, Sarah Hansen check in for the Pirates. Jesup remains in that full court press. I don't think they've actually ever fallen out of that as Flaharty back into the game for Pilcher. Pilcher providing some nice minutes as a freshman.
Nice defense with O'Connor. Keep that one-on-one and force up pressure from McKenna. Can't make it work. Hudson continues to get the rebound, and they'll get the shot to go. Man. Maddie McKenna, the senior, give her credit with 6 points tonight.
Jayhawks doing a nice job stopping the ball underneath, but you got to box out and get the rebound. You can't just stand there straight-legged and hope it's going to fall in your hands.
Borgerding back of the iron. We'll trip up with Hudson in the offense, trying to move that across. O'Connor tight near midcourt, eyeing that ball.
And that's one of the reasons O'Connor's on the court right now. She is just lightning quick. Boy.
Yeah, eventually going to see a whistle in there.
Yeah, Hudson is winning the battle for the loose ball right now. I mean, Jesup's doing a great job of stopping them down there, but then it's like they can't get their hands around that basketball.
Free throw line, Maddie McKenna. And leading in rebounds this year for the 4-0 Pirates.
Get the second one. Back to a 5-point game. Jayhawks still in the lead.
Treptow, sophomore, get that back off to O'Connor.
Timeout. Jordan Conrad, he's going to take a 30 to talk things over with his team. Connor really doing a nice job on defense. Like I said, we're forcing turnovers, getting blocks down low, but then we don't take that next step and rebound the ball or even try to make an attempt at grabbing it.
Yeah, this is the third game she's been in and been averaging about 6 points per game. A lot of success at the free throw line when you look at that. God, this floor looks good, doesn't it? Brand new,
yeah, it does.
Painted floor down there. First time we've been on. We're on for volleyball, but have not seen basketball on the Jayhawk Sports Network, at least with us in attendance. Anthony lives here, so.
Anthony and I were talking before the game, and he wondered how many times he's crawled up and down that stupid ladder that we have to ascend and descend to do these games.
And we still don't quite have the weight load of this press box figured out.
I'm pretty sure we pressed it a few years ago when we had about 8 better than average sized men up here, and
I wondered how you were going to describe that.
And I'm including myself in that, by the way.
I didn't know if you were going to start naming names or you were just going to be generic about it.
I'm not judging anybody.
Hudson worked that around, coming to the near side, three-point shot up, Abby Gaudian.
Nice job by Britt Lingenfelter corralling that ball, getting her arms out, making sure nobody takes it from her. Borgerding spotted up in the corner. She will move to the top of the key, sets a pick for Bree. Nothing there.
Lingenfelter left side, back of the iron, no good.
There's another
Bree
example.
couldn't do that.
The ball's there for the taking. We're just not grabbing it. That's got to be. And then run down and, make a silly foul like that. That's the kind of stuff that'll drive the coach nuts. Carlin into the game for the Pirates. Borgerning out. Pilcher back in for the Jayhawks.
She's got 3 personals. Not really much foul trouble on the Pirate end of things. It's
going to be a foul on Flaharty. That is at least her second foul. All right.
Jesup sure the advantage in the foul land right now, having him in the bonus. That free throw does count in for Maddie McKenna.
Foul differential here in the third period as we close things out. 8-1 favoring Hudson. That is not good, folks.
Within 3, got a full period to go.
And that's not at the fault of the refs. They've been calling a good game here.
Wow.
Moving screen again.
Count that against Pilcher. That'll be her 4th personal. Conrad will keep her in the game. And you can see the frustration on Laney's face.
Yeah. She's a player, but she's still a freshman. She's still adjusting. She'll be just fine. She's one of the faces of the future of this program.
That ball bounces away. Jesup and Hudson met 3 times last season, almost a year ago. 59-47 win. Then in January, 55-31, and then must have been a postseason. Must have played in postseason play, 59-49. But going to go back to February 1st of 16. Last time Hudson got the Jayhawks number, 53-47 was that score. And then you go back through that, there was 1 win, and it was all Hudson from January of 14 all the way back to January of 2010, or December of 2010.
Well, hopefully we're not jinxing them here. Hopefully we can hold out here. We've done a nice job of weathering several storms throughout the evening here, and I'm hoping we can continue that and come away at the end of this one on top of things. Jordan talking to the girls right now, setting up some plays.
You really get a difference right now. You look at Brittany Lingenfelter, averaging 12.5 points per game, 45.5 from the field, 31% from beyond the arch, and Luke, she has yet to get a basket through that hoop tonight.
Yeah, did you say Bree or Britt?
Bree, or Brittany, I'm sorry, Brittany.
Yeah, Brittany. So for most of the night, Hudson's been in a box and 1 on defense, and they've smothered her all night and haven't even allowed her to catch the ball for the most part.
Nice. Down low in the box, off the board.
That's a nice play.
Double the points. Give credit to Madison Michael, the sophomore. Within 1. Jesup, very calculated right now. And Hudson very close on that defense. They see it to within their reach. Treptow left side, kick that out.
Get in there.
Breathe. And wow, Flaharty was right in there trying to hang on to it. It will be Jesup's ball.
Nice job by Flaharty. For a minute there, I thought they were going to call a foul on her, and I was like, that is not a foul. That's just two girls fighting.
7:22 to go in the game. First basket in and out. He's hoping for a first basket for Brittany. You see some energy from Hudson right now, Luke.
Yeah, they definitely got control of the game right now. They've got all the motivation going their way. Almost get the rebound or the turnover down there, but falls out of bounds as McCone tries to corral it.
Take that high up top. Doesn't go for Michael. And there's Peyton McCone. She's galloping towards there, but they're going to say a foul. Push Maddie Gaudian.
Nice job by Peyton to push that ball down the court.
Morgan Galbraith in from the sideline along with Sarah Hansen. Bree, right side, Key, swish.
Nice. Needed that.
Thanks for following on the Jayhawk Sports Network tonight. Hudson sneaking in very tight throughout the night against the Jayhawks.
Peyton with the rebound. Foul from behind. It's going to go against Maddie McKenna. Maddie's third foul.
Breedling and Felter across the Jayhawk mid-court. Trying to find her way inside. Peyton with that pick. And
nice
screen.
Dump inside.
And it's going to get loose off of Flaharty. And Treptow drives through, really forced herself to the basket.
What a beautiful step through by Treptow. Man, you would have thought she was 12 foot tall with that stretch.
Hudson responds though. Jessica Carolyn, that's her sixth. Amanda to Peyton, a wide open Brianna. And then again, here she goes. Treptow.
Oh man, that's just fun to watch.
Put some pads on her.
Love that kid.
Treptow at 17. Hudson. Seeing the end of the tunnel, getting further away.
Help.
But a little tighter now, that basket again from Gaudian.
Yeah, it's just back and forth right now. Jesup's got to get a score and then make a stop. Nice pass.
Doesn't quite hit the net, and Treptow will save it out of bounds, but not save it for the Jayhawks as it rolls to the far side.
I think she saw the ref, thought she saw a Jayhawk player, and did the best she could, but she was running out of time as she was falling backwards there.
Flaharty comes to the sideline, but the whole team will as well. Timeout, full timeout wanted by Hudson. Following this game, we will break away for a little bit as we get us set for the boys as Hudson Pirates come in with a new coach. Okay, so we will come offline on the Jayhawk Sports Network Facebook page. If you're watching on channel 400, stay right there. If you're watching on YouTube, it'll come back. That'll be a different one. So, YouTube TV, girls will close. You have to find the boys. Same thing for Facebook. If you're watching at home on cable channel 400, Go make yourself a snack and come back. And,
better yet,
be there.
Make me a snack. Bring it on up.
Well, if you're doing that, you might as well stick around for the game if you're bringing us a snack.
That's right. Shout out to our cheerleaders over there on the far side. I'm not sure if I can call them all out. I see a Clayburg girl for sure, Rachel Clayburg. We saw her flip out there and do about 5 handsprings in a row. Not far behind her was Zoe Miller. I think I see a Feddersfield over there. Do you know who else we have?
We've got Jordan Orden and Zoe Rottinghouse, I think.
Okay.
Big 3 for Hudson, ties it up. 13 points now for Ashlyn Kuhn. Tie ball game, 4:40 to go. Treptow tries to force it. Borgerding will save it for Hudson. Saves it from going out of bounds.
So this is the first tie we've had, or the first, not a lead change, I guess, but a tie since early going when Hudson had the lead, and then they do take the lead for the first time since their 2-0 lead to start the game. So
Coach wants the timeout.
Coach Conrad going to take a full timeout, discuss things, try to get his girls regrouped and on track here.
Looking ahead for the Squawks, the last 5 games, when you look at how Hudson's competed, beat Waukon last week, 44-35. AP last Friday, 58-54 win. Wapsie Valley last week, 56-22 victory at Janesville. They started the year on November 26, 56-26. Jayhawks 3 under their belt. Opened the season on December 3rd at Sumner Fred, 46-38 to win. Beat Wapsie on this floor last Friday, 58-28. And New Hampton, that game is in a neutral site. Upper Iowa, 55-46 over higher class New Hampton.
You mean like they're better than us, or do you mean they're in a higher class? Because I would argue that we're the high class team around here.
Compared to New Hampton? I just figured you want to dig a little bit more for your in-laws up there. Brianna Lingenfelter,
3. Nice shot by Brianna Lingenfelter. No, actually, I know it. Jesup ball. Coach Conrad likes that. He's fired up. I know a lot of wonderful people from New Hampton. As you pointed out, my wife's from New Hampton. My in-laws are there, and I've spent a lot of time with some pretty great people up that way.
Treptow left side, Lingenfelter. Borgerding down in the left corner.
Get in there.
Free throw distance, no good. Hudson pulls down the board. Galbraith has it.
All right, let's get a stop, Jesup.
Hold that pivot foot for Hudson and Sarah Hansen.
Peyton almost gets the steal.
So in that one-on-one pressure. Hansen steps in, steps out. Working that clock. Hudson had the advantage with 4:15 to go in the game. Shot tied from the tie, put them up by 2. Big 3 by Brianna Lingenfelter has made the difference right now, 40-39.
Jesup really playing some great defense right here. Anything inside.
Yeah, really just being an obstacle in there, and that ball's going to roll away and fell on Hudson.
It's going to be Sarah Hansen with the body.
It'll be their 15th foul. They've yet to get Jesup in the bonus.
Madison Michael, Abby Gaudian back into the game for the Pirates.
2.5 till this is over. Maybe. Lingenfelter gets some quick coaching from Conrad. Still dribbling that ball. They're giving her some room out there on that perimeter. Not as tight defense as Jesup was giving Hudson. Borderding
nice
finds
pass.
an open McCone. She gets triple teamed real quick. Can't get this shot to roll.
Get back,
Two on the ground. Get back.
Nice defense.
Held her on, but got her board and put it back up.
Boy, that's been the name of the game down there. Great stops and just falls right back into their hand.
Hudson takes the lead back. McCone finds the rebound and a push.
That's going to be number 4 on Kuhn. That's who you want to get with the foul if you can.
41-40. Jesup trying to build this one back. We've changed the lead 3 times.
Morgan Galbraith into the game for Kuhn. Jesup sets the inbound underneath their own hoop. Looking for something underneath, nothing there, so we go up top.
Borderding maybe was going to have an open pass towards Brittany, but Brittany denied that ball. We'll have to set the offense back up again the last 90 seconds. Wide open, Brianna. Rim, no good. We're going to slow this down. Timeout wanted.
Coach Curley.
Jeff Curley, assistant coach Emily Neff.
Full timeout for the Hudson Pirates. 30. Stand corrected.
Trying to get a game plan in there, and Coach Conrad, Coach Pilcher, going to determine what's next. I'm assuming he's keeping that same lineup in there. And leading scorer right now for the Jesup Jayhawks, Amanda Treptow, a sophomore, with 17 points. Lingenfelter, one of the 5 seniors, not too far behind with 14. And Hudson's really spread out their scoring. Leading right now on the floor is Maddie McKenna. She's got 9 and 8 points. Jessica Carolyn.
Connor set to check back into the game. Oh, nope, she was. Not now.
Both Lingenfelters, Treptow, Bogerding, and McCone all in the game. Peyton holds her own on that lane. Hudson's going to have to force a shot. McCone, clean hit out of bounds. Just a few seconds tick off.
Watch the middle now. Connor's going to check in to provide a little defensive pressure.
Lingenfelter will hit the bench. Trying to find that inbound play, almost out of the reach of Kuhn. Ball's up in the air, it's loose, Treptow has it. 65 seconds to play. Down by 1. Oh, out of the reach of O'Connor. On that pass.
Just too much on that pass from Amanda Treptow. McKenna into the game. She'll replace Michael. Jesup looking for the quick steal on the inbounds.
Full court press. Trying to get that ball knocked away, get that turnover, and O'Connor is going to draw a foul. That'll be her first personal. Puts her in the scorebook tonight.
Brittany Lingenfelter coming back into the game. Bree Lingenfelter after the first free throw. Michael set to check back in for the Pirates. As Galbraith makes the first of the 2-shot foul. Bree Lingenfelter will check in for O'Connor. And she'll make the second as well.
Sitting up by 3 now. When you go back to 2016, last time the Pirates beat the Jayhawks. Bogerding in the lane, confident with a shot.
Nice. 2-point get a steal. No need to foul yet. Ooh, almost got the steal. Nice defense by the Jayhawks. O'Connor going to check back into the game, provide that pressure, as will Larson. Galbraith checks in for the Pirates. So going with the small, quick guards.
Connor gets it loose. Does she stay in? She does. No,
so close. So close. Connor worked so hard for that.
Timeout going to be taken. Full timeout. So they'll get him on full timeout 1, and Coach Conrad's going to keep him standing in that huddle.
Tell O'Connor wanted that so bad.
Jesup coming up on Friday. Abilene Parkersburg will be on this floor. AP a 2-1 team right now. Jesup, as they sit, 3-0. Still seeking the win now, but next week they got 3 games. Denver at home on Monday. Back to Hartford on a Tuesday over there, and Columbus Catholic at Friday, a home game. Seconds. Jesup just trying to get that ball somehow one way, and man.
Jump ball.
Jump ball.
That's going to go to the man. We cannot catch a break here, Nate.
Columbus.
We cannot catch a break.
Jayhawks. They'll send the Pirates to the free throw line.
Lingenfelter girls back into the game. O'Connor, Larson out. Second of the 2-shot foul. Box out, Jayhawks. Too strong. Rebound, Jayhawks.
17 seconds looking for that last shot. Try and take the lead, take the win.
Timeout.
Conrad would like that timeout to reset. 11.3 seconds. Wow.
I gotta get this chair out of my way, Nate.
You're gonna whip it down there?
It's getting real up in here.
I think they call this a Donnybrook. Is that?
Yeah. We've had this conversation before.
So.
I think you used that term, and I didn't have any idea what you were talking about.
I don't even know if we
did we even fact check that?
I don't even know if we looked up on the Google machine or not to see Donnybrook. I don't think it's quite what it's usually a public quarrel or a dispute.
Okay, no, we do not. I don't know.
Or it's a city in Ireland. You know, you choose it.
Either way, I don't think it's the right word for the moment.
It's not a free-for-all or a brawl. Not yet.
So the Jayhawks set to inbounds with 11.5 remaining in the game and a 1-point deficit.
McCone inbound. Lingenfelter tries to find an opportunity. Ball is loose, out of bounds. It is Hudson's ball. Loose. Alexis Larson, Natalie O'Connor. They come into the game. Lingenfelters. They sit down. And Treptow will take the fall. Her third personal. Well, you're hoping here. Just make one. It's not impossible yet.
No. 4 seconds. I mean, even if they made 2, you can still tie with the 3. First, that makes things significantly more likely.
And I'm not sure what our timeout situation is.
Yeah, boy, I'm not either. We can't have many, if any. Gets a second.
3 seconds to get that ball down the hoop.
Oh, you got to take that shot. Boy, good game. Nice game by the Jayhawks. Would like to see her get that ball off up at the end there. She saw her spot, just couldn't get there in time.
Nice win for Hudson, though.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we said from the get-go this was going to be a battle. You had 2 unbeatens, and came down to a 2-point victory by the Hudson Pirates at the final end, and credit the coaches and both teams. I mean, that was a lot of fun to watch.
Final score, 44-42. Jayhawks go to 3-1 on the year. Hudson moves to 5-0. They will host Dyke New Hartford on Friday, and they have 3 games next week as well. They will be at Columbus Catholic on Monday, travel to Union Tuesday, and they'll end the 2019 year at home against Denver. So congratulations to head coach Jeff Curley. Any final thoughts on this game, Luke? You saw it from start to finish. It was a battle.
Yeah, I mean, we had a lot of ups and downs. We certainly didn't help ourselves underneath. I mean, we got a lot of stops underneath. We weren't boxing out. We didn't get our hand on those 50-50 balls. Hudson got way too many of those and too many second chances, which in the end was probably our demise. But we fought all the way to the end, and I really liked what I saw of some of those girls. In particular, I got to give props to Natalie O'Connor, who was just, I mean, if anybody gave us any chances at the end of that game, it was probably a Natalie O'Connor with her defense. She came in and was just suffocating, and man, she nearly had that steal on the far side there. I could just you could see the pain in her eyes when she stepped on the line, and then, you hate losing those, but it's better to lose a close one like that than to get blown out. So,
well, they'll learn from this one and keep improving from there.
That's right.
They will be back in action. We'll have them for you right here on the Jayhawk Sports Network coming up on Friday when they host the Falcons of Atherton Parkersburg. For Luke Baldwin and our entire crew of on-site producer Anthony Baugh, camera operator Eric Clark, and executive producer Tony Lang, wherever he is, I'm Nate Klaber from the Hawks Nest at Jesup Community Schools in Jesup. Final score, Jayhawk girls losing tonight 44-42 to Hudson. You can watch this entire game on replay as well as other previous Jesup High School athletic events. Go to the video section on our Facebook page or on our YouTube channel. This is the Jayhawk Sports Network from Heartland Technology. Music courtesy of bensound.com. The boys are coming up next. This event will close out. You'll relaunch one on YouTube and Facebook if you're on cable channel 400. Go make a snack, bring it up to Luke. We'll talk to you later on.
Yes, please.
This is the Jayhawk Sports Network. Go Jayhawks, and good evening.